education and sponsorship. Therefore, it's something that we have to keep working at, and the only way we're going to do it is to have initiatives such as this, working with obviously the government and other non-government organizations as one team, once again.
I'm going to say that I've spoken to a couple of organizations here, and they have taken initiative and they're looking to join with yourself in terms of bringing back, that sense of that country is important, and also engage youngsters in terms of something of farming and show them that listen, you have to sit and the island today, there's stuff for you to do, there's training centers all around there. I feel like we need to help you along the way.
We're working on the government, obviously we have the growth agenda from poverty to prosperity, but it's a process. My responsibility as a member of parliament is to ensure that the facilities are there. When youngsters coming up to be able not only to get education, but to get job opportunities, make something for themselves. That's what I'm working for.
Excellent. Now, we know you have to run because you're going to be in the stage in a short moment, but what would be your final words to the people of Costa here?
It's just a great initiative, anything that promotes positive vibes and positive thoughts. I support it, therefore I welcome it to Portland and encourage everybody to come out and support it.
Alright, thank you so much, Mr. Garzmai.
Good evening to you too and to your audience. Now you're here in a relaxed mode. How about you? Well, I'm really supportive of events such as this movement that promotes the participation of our community. Anything that is positive and identify with the own heart. And this is what because it promotes peace, love, unity, all the qualities that this country requires in order to move forward and all for it. What is so difficult about your role as a parliament of this program? Well, I want to use the word difficult to start with, but if I'm going to be positive and optimistic, then there are challenges, physical challenges because of our geography, our structure, and topography. You know the hills and valleys and all the rainfalls and the challenges that we have for decades. This continues, and so that is one of our main challenges. However, also among the great challenges is the fact that we are a rural community, rural parish, and therefore some of the positives that take place in the urban areas are not as easily accessible to our rural setting in terms of education, in terms of sports, in terms of culture, in terms of the possibilities that exist for young people to access education and training and jobs and investments. So these are some of the challenges that we face on a day-to-day basis. The desire and the need to bring back agriculture to a position of prime position. The need to bring back tourism as a premier area for tourism. It is in fact the trade of tourism. Unfortunately, we are way behind in terms of other areas. And so what I want to do is that government begins to point in the direction that will produce agriculture and tourism as a means. Let's look at agriculture first. Coffee has made a comeback over the last few years. The fact that it has moved from $1,500 per box to $10,000 per box. It has now gone back to $8,000, and we are not sure what is going on. So there is a certain anxiety among the farmers even now as to what it means. Because many persons who are picking up on coffee are now back in the have putting almost what they don't have into coffee. And now the price is starting to move downwards. So we need a firm position and a firm encouragement from the powers and the players, big players, to say that this is just a glitch or it is going to stabilize. But these are some of the challenges we have in coffee as a part of our agriculture. Banana is a big one, of course. Which is ministers, various ministers have said that they want 30% increase in production of banana. Unfortunately, the infrastructure is not in place. Into the more fertile areas, the lack of attention in terms of providing materials like seedlings and so on. encouraging the best practices that are needed in terms of different types of approaches to agriculture, challenging environment, use of terracing, use of irrigation, and a variety of problems that need to be addressed. But I'm sure the work, one of the critical challenges is to get our young people and our women to be involved in this. Most of what's important, and I would say at least 6,500 registered farmers and less than 300 are below 30 years old. So we immediately see the challenges. So if we can motivate our young people to participate, to get involved in a scientific way and to understand that it's not only just producing crops and producing animal husbandry, but also to be able to do the value added along the chain that we produce, make it much more efficient and more productive and of course more profitable, so that we can start not only to feed ourselves but to export in order to earn the vital foreign exchange that this country needs in order to sustainably develop this country to the levels to which we want.
Let's look at the infrastructure and one thing that can be said, and you mentioned it, just last knowledge in terms of roads, even up to different farms and different avenues. Hope that the government looks at that, because I can remember years now back when they drove through the sector on the left hand side, there were lots of bananas on the left, and the rain came and it took a toll on that. But even if you want to go to the coffee farms of my bunker, you have to know, oh my bunker, the road is actually breaking through at times when the heavy rains come. What is government about that? Because there are programs that are also that across the island. Is there a special program for the youngsters who must stay on beyond the police program?
Well, there are programs. The problem is that it is one of galvanizing the young people, giving them a sense of hope, and then creating the framework for them to participate. It's going to be difficult because most of these things have been in other areas. It is now time that we brought into this area in terms of the development bank, in terms of the PC banks, in terms of making loans available at rates that the farmers get, and so on and so forth, in terms of creating the technologies that will make it possible for our farmers who are poor and who have a very, very difficult start to be able to make that leap in terms of moving from subsistence farm to a more regulated scientific and production.
Moving forward, we have to the parts of the road. You mentioned about the football field are standing on the football field right now. They're not on the football fields in Portland like this ground. And if you are going to let the idle hands do something that are really sports-wise, you're thinking about investing in other sporting arenas like this?
Well, absolutely. As a matter of fact, Carter Park, which is the premier in East Portland, in Portland County itself, used to be one of the premier fields in Jamaica. Unfortunately, over the years, it has deteriorated badly until right now it is not in use. So what we are thinking, and I have personally put together a plan for $120 million or so to do at the sports complex at Carter Park. We are hoping the government will look at it and that will initiate something, if even in phases, to make sure that we develop the field in the first instance and then introduce some of the other facets of that plan that I introduced to the previous government. So I'm hoping that will take on. As in terms of the general approach to sports, it needs much more structure, it needs a format, it needs a template, it needs some kind of organization that will push it forward to encourage young people to participate and to see sports not only as for recreation but also as a means of employment, as a means of earning, and in terms of just uplifting our communities in terms of getting rid of some of the crime, the idleness, and encouraging peace and encouraging just about the general productivity levels and the hope and the sense of buoyancy that our young people need now in order to contribute to what is the forward step that the country needs.
Parliament of East Portland, thank you very much for speaking to us.
It's one of my protege. When I went to the United States after becoming a member of the Jamaican Defense Force when I was 17 years old, I served the Jamaican Defense Force for 1 year. but the money was a little bit too, the money wasn't too right. It was paying me like $40 every fortnight. And I didn't want to work for $40 every fortnight. And we're talking about 1975. So I spent 1 year in the Jamaica Defense Force, and then I moved on into the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Being in the Jamaica Constabulary Force at that time in 1976, my salary was $367. I was a great big man at age 18. I never got myself into trouble. I always listened to my elders, listened to my parents, and I always walked the line. Because back in the days, it takes a village to raise a child. If you was a young kid and you misbehave, you best believe that the next door neighbor is authorized to spank you. And if you go home and tell your mommy that Mr. So-and-so and Miss So-and-so spank you, guess what? You're going to get another spanking. So ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of time, I want to welcome both Member of Parliament, the Honourable Member of Parliament, Darrell Vaz, to my right, and to my further right is the Honourable Member of Parliament, Dr. Linville Bloomfield. Welcome, sir, to One Nation Together. Clapping. Give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We're going live. History's being created here tonight. If you look at the backdrop on the stage, there's a particular reason why I designed the backdrop like that. If you look, you'll see it is a replica of the Jamaican flag. Now what I've learned and what I've seen with all the high crime rate going on in Jamaica, we lack that civic pride. We lack that pride to respect our flag and respect our country. Because if we had love our country, then we wouldn't make our country look bad in the eyes of the world. Jamaica a little bit, but with power. Jamaica is one of the most loved little islands in the world. They call us the Pearl of the Caribbean. You know what that means? We are on the lips because of Usain Bolt, Bob Marley, and all the other great artists. We're on the lips of every single human being in the world. So ladies and gentlemen, this One Peace Love concert is not just a stage show where you come and you say hooray and hoolah. It is not that. It is because I invited these two ministers who share political offices. And they live good. When I was doing my research about Mr. Portland, I found out that Mr. Portland and the Honorable Dr. Linville Bloomfield are in many photographs together, sharing and giving back to the people. So if the Honorable Ministers can do that, and without no animosity against each other, even though they're opposite side of the fence, but they respect each other. They laughed together tonight. They hugged each other. They shook each other's hands. Jamaica, what are we doing? In Montego Bay, which is our tourist capital, crime is rampant. So we're begging you, listen to this, listen to the words of the Honorable Minister Darrell Vaz, and please listen to the words of the Honorable Minister Dr. Linville Bloomfield. When you leave here tonight, we want you to be satisfied spiritually, physically, emotionally, and any other healing that you can add to it. So without further ado, I'm going to call on stage to a big round of applause, a big birthday round of applause, the Honorable Minister, Dr. Linville Bloomfield. Give him a big Portland welcome!
Thank you very much. Honorable Minister Vaz, and Member of Parliament for West Portland, to the special invited guests on the platform today. Fellow citizens, good evening. Indeed, it's a pleasure for me to be here tonight. When I heard the theme and spoke with the promulgator of this, I felt I had to be a part of it. Because anything that says one nation, Jamaica, then all of us have that responsibility to step up to the plate, to turn up for duty, and to participate in anything that is positive and that will mean a forward step for our communities. I take a biblical perspective to culture, to history, and to development. And so when I saw the theme which says one nation, it spoke to the fact that one is a perfect number. Oneness means wholeness, and wholeness implies wellness, and wellness implies unity. And so it is incumbent upon all of us who are here to support one nation must understand our own personal responsibility. A golden rule, of course, which stems from the biblical admonition to all of us to love God and to love each other as we love ourselves. The golden rule, we call it. Because if at the heart of one nation is the need to treat every single person, no matter your position in life, as you would want everybody else to treat you. It is a principle that we ought to live by. Because as the Bible says in itself, that all of us need to be transformed by the renewing of our entire mind, that we might prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So we start by treating each other as we would want others to treat us. To promote people instead of promoting any other thing. There's so much promotions going on, and Christmas is here, and there are so many shows and so many events, so many promotions. But people must continue to be the center of the promotions and the events that we participate in. And one nation certainly speaks to that. Participation and power requires that each and every one of us steps out of our own comfort zones. It steps out of our own conventional form of thinking and get a different perspective. One nation speaks to that perspective. And all of us must now step out of our comfort zone to do things not because it is expected of us, but to do things because they are right, and not because we might get something out of it. It is that individual sense of giving and of giving to others that is going to help us and push us forward. It is impossible for us to achieve anything without a focus on the people who are the center of what we do. Because it is only when we practice it that it becomes perfect. And it is only when we practice it that it becomes catching and contagious. And it is only when we practice it that others will pick up, catch the fever, and move on. I am sure in the years to come, one nation will grow from strength to strength as we ourselves unlearn some of the habits that we have acquired over many years, where we tend and we learn from community that we must put ourselves first, that we must struggle, that we must eat our food, that nothing can go on. When it is at the core of our existence, if we are to find our best selves, it is in the service of other people. One nation says to me that we need to unlearn some of the habits that we have learned over so much of our lives. By reacting to people, by giving back to people, by making sure that we set an example, not by coming here and telling people what they must do, but by starting with our own selves, by taking responsibility for our lives, by taking ownership for who we are, and then creating the conditions to be able to allow others to see. In other words, teach by example. And I'm sure that tonight, those who have participated in events, I'm sure will be rewarded because they have participated, they have given of themselves, and have given to building community through sports, through culture, through the interactions that will make us great. I won't go much further because the time is far spent, but to encourage all of us, especially the young people, to support events like these, to participate, and to give each and every one a chance. And as the saying goes, each one must teach one. We give thanks for one nation. We lend our support. We continue to make sure it continues. And God continue to bless all of us as citizens of this country. Jamaica, one love.
The Honorable Minister Dr. Lin Bay atmosphere around him, a resounding round of applause, please. Make some noise! Make some noise! Portland, do you know why we're here? One Nation is here because you're a model community. One Nation is here because consecutively for many years you have the lowest crime rate in Jamaica. That tells me someone is working overtime. So both Honorable Minister for Eastern and Western Portland, we have to congratulate them and big them up for that. Thank you, Honorable Minister Bloomfield. Ladies and gentlemen, last but by no means the least, we're going to bring up the Member of Parliament for Western Portland, Minister Valls, known as Mr. Portland. Give him a big round of applause! Honorable Minister Valls.
This mix up a neighbor, the man like that and Johnny, the guy will say, yeah. Real kid, though, I reckon that she's in the song, all I see big rock for me, cause I'm gonna tell you. All you little this nigga jump on this thing like this, tell about it. Sometimes it's hard, but trying you make.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, boys and girls, particularly the young ones in the front. Most of them with Jamaica shirts. Very impressive. Mr. Claude Sinclair and the One Jamaica Foundation. All who are here, who have taken part in making this event a reality. This is indeed a special time and a special season for many Jamaicans. Even if some of us are not of the Christian faith and celebrate the good news of the birth of Christ, this season generally brings good feelings and vibes of peace, love, and unity. This reminds us of the reason for being here today. The island tour called One Nation Together in Peace, Love, and Unity is both a bit late while being on time. Why do I say this? I say late because it seems that sometimes we are running behind those who are promoting negative values and opposing values. I say on time because it's never too late to promote positive values such as peace, love, and unity. These are critically necessary values for any nation to prosper. There's no two ways about that. There is no way that we can get growth and we can prosper as a country if we don't have proper values. The negative values that seem to be taking over Jamaica are causing mayhem, causing crime and violence, causing many of our law-abiding citizens to feel like we are the minority. And that's why initiatives such as One Nation Together, I commend and endorse, because that's the only way that we are going to change the mentality and bring a better future to Jamaica. I take from Martin Luther King when he said we must all learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. Let us use this event and this season to be very reflective. If in our reflection we discover that we are opponents of peace, love, and unity in our homes, our churches, our schools, our workplaces and communities, let us be willing to make that positive change. But the good news is that we can make the change. And therefore, we all, as a people and a country, need to change to make sure that we bring and preach positive values to our country and our people. I want to say that Portland, as was mentioned before, has always for many years and decades had the lowest crime rate, and we continue. But we cannot take that for granted. We cannot take that for granted because there are many other parishes that were sleepy parishes, and now criminality has taken over. A lot of scamming has taken over. Gun crimes have escalated. They are using the seas and the ocean not to swim and enjoy, but to use them for the gun for drugs trade. Let me sound a warning, and I speak on behalf of my colleague Member of Parliament. Portland is not open for that type of business. Portland is not open for that type of business. And I will work tirelessly with my colleague Member of Parliament, with the police, and with all law-abiding citizens to stamp that out at the border. Whether you're coming from St. Mary, or St. Anne M, or St. Thomas, or Kingston N. Portland is not open for that type of illegal activities. And I want to say to all of you gathered here, and all well-thinking Jamaicans and Portlanders, that the time has come for us to join forces to fight against negative vibes, negative attitudes, and criminal activity. Jamaica has too much good people to allow the minority to take Jamaica's name, popular, famous name, and have it spread across the length and breadth of the world with negative stories. We have the opportunity to make that change. And with events such as this, with more people like Claude Sinclair and his team, we are on the right start. We are coming to the... We are starting a new year. There is no better time for us to reflect, come together, work together to make 2017 a much better year than 2016 was. So, to everybody gathered here, to the listeners, I want to wish you all a peaceful and safe, and most of all, prosperous New Year. And prosperity is not about money in your pocket. Prosperity is a state of mind where you must feel good about yourself. You must feel good about your community. You must love your neighbor like you love yourself. And you must feel proud about everything that you do and everything that happens around you as a Jamaican. So let us work together, because if every one of us does our part and plays our role as an law-abiding citizen, you will be amazed to see the change that we could make for this country going forward. My colleague Member of Parliament, Bloomfield, knows that when it comes to Portland, we take the P out of politics.
We work for Portland. We work for the people of Portland, and we work for the parish of Portland, the betterment of every single body, regardless of what race, color, or political affiliation. And if we continue to do that, great things will happen in the parish of Portland and for the people of Portland. I want to say to you, enjoy yourself this evening. This is a positive energy, a positive vibe. This is not about making money, this is about giving back. And let us give the promoters a big round of applause. And an event like this would never miss me. God bless you and thank you.
Honorable Minister Darrell Moss, give him a big round of applause. Peace to Heru, Aisha Kamusa Menelik. I want to make this presentation. I want to make this presentation to Dr. Linvale Bloomfield. Move the podium for me. I want the word to see. It says, One Nation Together Roadshow present the Peace Ambassador Award to Member of Parliament Dr. Linvale Bloomfield for your contribution, sir, towards nurturing peace, love, and unity in the parish of Portland. We want to thank you very much, sir. You're most welcome. Give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, you know we're not one-sided, we got to even up the team. Ladies and gentlemen, again, and we are very happy that we have Class FM recording this so the entire world can see how hard these two members of Parliament work for their community and the love that they show for their community. Honorable Minister Miles, could you stand, sir? It says One Nation Together Roadshow present the Peace Ambassador Award to Member of Parliament Dalvaz for your contribution, sir, towards nurturing peace, love, and unity in the parish of Portland. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the peace of unity, we want more members of Parliament to shake hands so the world can see that they're united. They're together. They're one great race of people that love this beautiful parish of Portland. I applaud them. I love them from my heart. I want to thank you both very, 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 very much, sir, for being here tonight. Enough love, Jamaica. Peace and love. Take the music down. I notice I see in the audience my friend. I notice I see in the audience my friend, Jonathan Burke. Now, I'm going to teach you something here. There's a word that is known as jegna. Jegna means, it's an African term that means what we would normally refer to as mentor. But because we're African, we want you to teach you the principles of African. Mentorship is jegna in Africa. So your jegna is your mentor. Also, I see Bumps record in the place. There's another lady here that I have to make this presentation to. Ladies and gentlemen, when we come to Portland because we love Portland. We come to Portland because we know Portland is a model community. We come to Portland because there's something in Portland that is right about Portland. You loving each other, nurturing other, learning how to iron out your differences. That is a beautiful thing. And we came here not because your crime rate is high, like the rest of Jamaica. We came here because your crime rate is low. So there must be something that these members of Parliament are doing. This award, ladies and gentlemen, is for Portlander. Denise, I want you to stand up here. I know she's surprised. She don't even know why she's on stage. But Denise, One Nation Together Roadshow presents a Diamond Award for Motherwell to Denise King from Portland. Give her a big round of applause. Now the reason why we gave her this award, all of you mothers are great mothers. Every single one of you are great people. Look at the love of children there. You all take care of them. The reason why we single her out, because her son, Malika, from Malby Dan Records, is performing in the show tonight. And the way he speaks about his mother, the love that he says, no, big song, you know what I want to do? I want to hurry up and start making some money from my record deal so I can take care of mom. So I said to myself, wow, for him to say that, as a former student of Titchfield High School, it is an honor for me to do this and make you this presentation. Thank you for being here, for accepting it. Give her a big round of applause!
Quick interruption, we interrupt.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we go live, but we still have more on the table. There was some sports being played here today, and we say we come to Portland, not to take anything from Portland, but to bring something to Portland. And what we brought to you is peace, love, and unity. And we want every single one of you, every little you, to hug each other and say, you're my brother, you're my sister. I'm not going to hurt you, I'm going to protect you. Is the family of Ramon Forbes here? Is the families of Ramon Forbes here? Did they reach yet, Miss Denise King? Okay. We have an award for the families of Ramon Forbes, but we're going to move further. Some games were played here tonight. And of course we have some trophy, and then there'll be an envelope prepared for the first place winner and the second place winner. Put it down just a little bit, that one love. Welcome to the listening aid tonight, because this is the dream of a single human being. Of course, with all my friends who helped me along the way to fulfill my dream. I could not have done this here tonight all by myself. There's a lot of people involved, and I'll give that later on in my vote of thanks. For the team that came second, could you come on stage? For the team of football players that came second, and the results, of course, is unity. You are the captain. You came second. What is your name? Shivani Harris. Shivani Harris, I want to give this to you. It says One Nation Together Roadshow, Award of Excellence in Football. And this is your second place prize. There'll be an envelope prepared backstage for you. We just want to take this photograph. It's up, look up to the front, and turn upside a bit. Thank you very much, man, for participating and being a part of history. Thank you. Give them a big round of applause. Of course, we still got more. We still got more. If there's a second place winner, then there must be a first place winner. Ladies and gentlemen, the first place winner for the football competition. Where is that winner? Where is the captain for that winner? Ladies and gentlemen, what is your name, sir? Debaski Ellis. This young man speaks eloquently. Debaski Ellis, I just want to say thank you for participating. Even though we started late because of the rain and the pitch was a little muddy, but we did what we had to do. This says One Nation Together Roadshow, Award of Excellence in Football, first place winner. Thank you very much, man. And then get off the backstage for you, man, okay? You want to say thank you? It's a dance. Ladies and gentlemen, although we didn't get a chance to play the cricket match, because of course there was intermittent rains and so on, we want to big up Class FM Radio for braving the storm and the weather, coming out here to a beautiful evening in Portland, and to honor you, because you are what that made me do this. I live in the United States of America, and I gave up my green card to come home. To come home because I know that my service to this country is much more important than serving the United States of America. In 1961, President-elect, in his inauguration speech, says, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. on. And we're going to give them out together. I'm the first place or a second place winner. I don't know what is written on this piece of paper. I don't know what is written on this paper. But the second place winner would have been Naomi Orr. Honorable Minister, Honorable Reverend Michael Aiken, could you come to the fore, sir? Now, this Reverend is a great human being. When I came to Portland, I didn't know much people over here. I came here because Tony Gosman invited me over here, and I read all the reports about this beautiful parish. And I said, one nation must come here and serve the people. So Naomi, come on up here. On behalf of One Nation Together Peace Door, we want to thank you very much for being here. Even though you didn't get a chance to participate, but you're here. And that's the most important thing. Reverend Aiken.
What's your name? Naomi, on behalf of One Nation Together Roadshow, congratulations, and understand the point of what Mr. Sinclair is saying. Even though you didn't participate because of the circumstances, you came prepared to play. Yeah, that's a big thing. Many of us need to get prepared for the opportunity that God has for us somewhere, somehow. You're prepared. Keep playing your cricket. God will elevate you to your best potential someday. Looking to see you on television soon. You better take her signature right now. All right. Thank you so much. Hold this right here.
All right, hold them back there. You're not going away, Reverend. You're working.
I'm right
You're
here,
working.
I'm right here.
Shireen Burnett.
Shireen Burnett, are you here? Shireen Burnett. Shireen, on behalf of One Nation Together Roadshow, in 2016, once again, we thank you for coming. We thank you for being prepared to participate. And even though the inclement circumstances didn't allow you, we're awarding you just the same because you were prepared. Come on, give her a round of applause. The first place trophy, give God thanks, and of course we pray also God's blessing on you, that He'll elevate you to your highest potential as quickly as possible. All right.
You're not going nowhere. I just want to make an introduction. Stay right where you are. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, and again we apologize for the running order because it should have been the presentation of the awards and then the Honorable Minister speak, but you know, Member of Parliament ministers, they're very busy moving from one place to another, so we still feel pleased for them to be here. I'm going to turn you over now to Reverend Michael Andrew Aiken.
Thank you, Mr. Sinclair. Could we just please give God a hand clap for Mr. Sinclair? Now come on, somebody clap your hands, oh you people. Somebody shout to God with a voice of triumph. I'm not going to speak for long. All I want you to do is say after me, we are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special people, created by Him to proclaim His excellencies. Come on, now that you kind of say it one time and you should, I want everybody, even if you're sitting, I'm going to ask you graciously to stand. And with one voice and one people, I want us to declare the word of God in this time. Do you know you are created to speak things into existence? Yeah. The Bible says that God made us in His own image. And before it told us that, it gave us a story of God saying, let there be. And there was. He said, let there be light. And what happened? Light come. We are created with that kind of potential. It is based on that creation record that I'm leading you in this chant. Whether you're little bit like them right here, or big right now. Whether you're just beginning in life, or you think you're at the end of life, let's all together as one community, one nation, shout it out. Are you ready? Come on, if you're ready, say yay! Yay! Here we go. We are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, God's special people, created by Him to proclaim His excellencies. Now you almost got it. Grab somebody's hand like I'm grabbing Dr. Bloomfield's hand, because this is another symbol. You see, when you hold somebody's hand, you are indicating that you are what? One. Somebody say united. You are one. So hold somebody's hand right now. Come on, even if you're backstage, grab the hand of the person beside you. And I'm going to ask you to do this from the bottom of my heart. We are a culture that so easily hates and dislikes, but sometimes don't so quickly move to unite and to love. But come on, tonight, we're going to declare, and we're asking you to symbolize it by holding somebody's hand and saying together, could you say after me, we are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special people, created by Him to proclaim His excellency. Now all that means is this: you are much more than who you think you are. Look at the person beside you. Don't dare hate them. Don't dare curse them, because they are, like you, chosen by God. Come on, take a long look at the person beside you, whether you're little or big. No matter what you think they look like or who they are created in God's image, chosen by Him. Can you imagine? Royal priesthood, holy nation, special in God's eyes. That's who's standing in front of you. So don't dare disrespect them anymore. Somebody, let's put your hands together. And let's say the symbolic clapping of our hands. Thank you to you, Mr. Claude Sinclair, and what God has placed in your heart as one of His chosen people, special people. We give you thanks for indeed including Buff Bay, Portland, Jamaica. He could have gone to Portland, or to Port Antonio, or Hope Bay. Thank you for coming right here to Buff Bay. We appreciate that. Somebody say one love. Well, thank you indeed, sir. May God bless you and your crew, both now and forevermore.
Right, Reverend Michael A. King. Now, because we're going live, we want to present quickly 3 of our artists. But this is just a sneak. This is not the stage show, but we want them to perform because they have special song that means a lot to Jamaica. The artist I'm going to bring on stage did a song about Montego Bay. Montego Bay is near and close to his heart. Montego Bay was where he was born. I grew up in that beautiful parish of St. James, but my heart bleeds to see what is happening down there. And it's because we don't show love, we don't respect each other, and we don't respect the flag of Jamaica, because the flag is important. If you do not respect your flag, you cannot respect yourself. The flag is a symbol of a nation together. Right about now, for your treat, Honorable Minister, I'm going to bring Ezron on stage. Ladies and gentlemen! Everyone, what time is it? 10 minutes to 8. So we got time. Ladies and gentlemen, when I came to Portland, I want every single person that works in this crew to come from Portland. Everyone that takes part in the production of this great event to come from Portland. We didn't want to bring people from outside to do the work that I know Portlanders can do. And that's why we implore every single person that we can get to perform and work on this event. Mr. and Mrs. Forbes, could you please come on stage, please? Now, ladies and gentlemen, this part of the ceremony is very close to my heart. A little over a month ago, on a very tragic day, we lost a 17-year-old boy. When I heard of his story and his love for flying, it touched the inner part of my heart. And I said, I'm coming to Portland. I read his bio, and I know he's a former student of the great Titchfield High School. And I said, I must include him. But I can't include him, but his parents can. But we must immortalize this young brother. And I took time out to invite Mr. Brian and Mrs. Jacqueline Forbes! Come on, stay here.
Ramar, we're asking you to join Mom and Dad. Ramar, come to the podium also. Ramar, wherever you are.
I spoke to you many times. Brian, I spoke to you many times. And when I spoke to Brian, I just want every single father to take a page out of his book. Every single father must take a page out of this man's book because he stood there for his son. The dream that little Ramon Forbes had could only be realized by a great father and a great mother and great brothers and sisters. So give them a big round of applause, please. And I said I had to include them in this because they're Portlander. So I took time out and Honorable Member of Parliament, sir, can I ask you to make this presentation? Read what it says.
Reads thus. One Nation Together Roadshow. This humanitarian award is presented to Ramon Forbes, 17 years old, who lost his life doing what he loved best, flying an aeroplane. It's my pleasure to present it to his parents.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
I just want to take this opportunity to thank the persons who are responsible for this. From Ramon was a toddler. He wanted to be a pilot. I remember many days he came home without his book leaves. He took them out and he made planes. And he enjoyed making planes. And he said to me, Mommy, I remember the first time we went on an aircraft, when the pilot said, welcome, he said, Mommy, one of these days you are going to hear me say, welcome, and you're going to touch the person beside and say, make word that, you know, make word that. And he started school. He started school. He was doing his best. I don't know, but the Lord knows best. To be honest, I miss him a whole lot. It is hard on us. Nobody knows what I'm going through. But with the help of God and the support of persons of Portland and around Jamaica and Jamaicans as a whole. 2 nights ago I lay in my bed and I was looking at the clip of what took place. And I wrote on Facebook that no matter what happened, and no matter what perception persons have of the people in the inner city, they have great people down there, God-fearing people, good, kind, loving people. Because with God's help first, and then the help of the people down there, and the doctors at KPH, Ramon lived 7 hours after the crash. I was happy, we were happy that we could have seen him before his eyes closed. I squeezed his hand, he squeezed my hand. I remember Daddy speaking to him, telling, you know God, just pray and let God have his own way. And he nodded his head once. He spoke to him again and tears came at his eyes. We loved Ramon. We supported him in whatsoever he did. As all I can say to young people, go after your dreams. No matter what it takes, go after your dreams. He died doing what he loves best, and God knows all things best. I thank you all. We the Forbes family, really thank you all. God bless you.
This is Jacqueline Forbes. Good night, everybody. I too much have my coat of thanks. Where am I? Say Thompson. Thanks so beautiful. And I want to send out a thanks to Mr. Darrell Park. He really, everyone really come together and support us for our tough times. And Ramon is a guy that we really, really love. That boy was everything to me. We do everything together. There's no time, every spare time he had, he was with me. Because that was my boss. Really. Ramon is close to. They're really a close knit. But Ramon was special. I just want to say to everyone here, with children, or without children, who's planning to have children, if you can't get children, be a mentor for a child and help them to go for their dreams and go for it with all their heart. Do what they do best. Thank you.
Mr. Brian Forbes and Mrs. Jacqueline Forbes. Give them another big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, it really touches the core of my heart. And I feel the pain of the Forbes. Because children should bury their parents, not parents burying their children. I can look at this family and see love. I know that for many, 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 many times, Ramon Forbes have heard the words, I love you. It's a very simple word, but most people don't want to use it. I love you, I love you, I love you. It means a lot to me. I love you, Portland. And that's why I'm doing this. Right about now, we're going to bring on the drummers because we say a child should lead them. And we're showing you how important it is for our children to grow up in the right way. So without further ado, there's a gentleman by the name of Names. He trained these youngsters and they're going to demonstrate their training here tonight. Give them a big round of applause while Ezra set up.
Please, boss, get the drum. And you remember, 2 weeks in drumming and you can't tell, right? Those from understudy, raise your hand. From understudy, raise your hand on the floor. Thank you. Clap them, man. And they go pick it up. Those from Gideon Educational Center, raise your hand. Yes, man. I saw Gideon thing going on. Gideon no work with number, you know. Gideon take 300 Trojan beat about 10,000. Gideon no work off a number because the mighty God them working. Come on here, sit down quick. Those from Tufts, all the way from Dover St. Mary, raise your hand. Arena, go in front of man. You're a leader. Matthew. Right. So. I'm going to say. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, these kids are from several different schools, and guess what? A one rehearsal, I believe. One rehearsal, them all they know one another. But it's a picnic can't pick the more sensible than some of you. Because some people tell me, say, you don't serve the children are looking restless. They look restless to you. Them just weary like the rest of we like big people, them weary of life. And the people who come late. But we have to train them on about turn we. We can't say we're no business. We have to just do better, the truth. So love and unity have come, and it's unity between the two schools. We had one child from Liberty, guess what? Her brother just met in an accident and tried to rush away to the hospital, but she left her drums. Her name is Rajiv. Pray for her brother. No, we don't know him. We're going to teach you. Just crash by the father and the mother for taking himself. Right? So we say a prayer for them. Are you ready? You ready? I found the thing, isn't it? Eh? Intro. 1, 2, 3, intro. Brookings born at Portland, you know. 1, 2, 3, and Portland is born. When the slip chain and throw off our foot, the steam is in there now. Off our foot. I would say, hey, broke off of it. Run that down. And them can touch down, too. Them can touch down. Don't rush it. Rush it. Tease what tease people. You ready? Come in. Here's the boy. Dance now. but not least, Mr. He look restless to you. Suppose I don't get 3 words, I don't want them there. What? Rock them. At Christmas, and at Christmas, we have talking to you. Hear the mic? Come on, run jump on him. Help him! You take big nearly now. Don't get up too much. 1, 2, 3, in the mic! Thank you and good night. Hallelujah. Shut up.
Clap your hands, oh ye people! Somebody shout to God with a voice of triumph. Say, thank you, Lord! Are we to pick this? Mr. Claude Sinclair, could you return to the microphone, sir? Thank you, Mark. Come on, let's give God a clap hand for the teacher now, please. Yes! Now, man, better clap on that. Better clap than that. Okay. And by the way, if you ever hear the drumming teacher sing, you ever hear him sing? You think Dennis Brown come back.
Give them a big round of applause, and we say a child should lead them. And we say a child, and you see how beautiful Portland is. And I know I want the rest of Jamaica to emulate Portland. Show off Portland because we're a nice set of people. Tell them we're not fight and kill one another. We're not love one another. And that's what Big Stone is all about. Right about now, Ezra is being interviewed. Are you ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going live. And we're honored when I called upon this artist and I said, Ezra, I have an idea in my mind. And the idea in my mind is to create a One Nation Together peace tour. And I want you to be a part of it. And we want to big up Radio KLAS ESPN, Enough Respect and Love, Dwayne Anderson, and the rest of the crew, Cody. Big up for believing in Big Stone and helping me to realize my dreams. Because I know anything that you think, you can achieve. And the Honorable Marcus Garvey has taught me that. Alright? Our first national hero. Are you ready? Ezra. Yeah, Essence. Mojiba. I like when you say that. Because Mojiba loved Portland so much. She said, Big Stone, Portland is my place. There's something about this beautiful parish that I love so much. So, she didn't hesitate. Portlander, I think you're special. And I'm not lying to you. The statistics say you're special. A lot of people have died since the beginning of this year in Jamaica. We have lost over 1,000 people by us not being able to bury our differences, by us not being able to talk things out, by us not being able to respect each other. And it's a simple thing. Are you ready? There's no plug in there. Without further ado, Big Stone, welcome on center stage, the mighty Ezra. Give him a Portland welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
You want now, them say, are you going to hold it? The CD, them say them have some CD problem with all the CDs, them, none of them now. So. We'll still make it work in our way. We have one tune, saying because as I said before, I'm from a place, you don't know, Montego Bay, and it's really going wicked. And you know, it touched my heart and soul in so many ways to see it's a place where it's so nice, you know, almost nice like Poland. Really get out of hand and really, you know. Over 200 killing already since the year starts, see. We go one dead yard and we go to the dead yard, we bury one brother. And by the time we are the dead yard, the man them come kill the brother right at the dead yard, see. So therefore, you know, that's where we come from and it touched me and I realized that the song resonates all through Jamaica because we just want peace and love, see. So this one there might be, you know. So the streets and the fields, smiling faces everywhere. Glad to meet lovely peeps, one love we greet and share. Where have you gone now? Things ain't the same since you left. Now flooded streets and fields and the faces no one cares. Misguided daughters and sons initiated in this killing game. Where have you gone now? I really wish you'd come back today. My baby, please come back. My baby, please come back to the streets and love. Please come back, my baby. Yes, I really miss your beautiful face. Where have you gone now, my baby? Things ain't the same since you left. Ooh, baby. Ooh, my baby. Where have you gone now? I really wish you'd come back to me. Please come back, my baby. Yes, please come back. I remember when we used to walk from downtown to the end. That's something now we would recommend you do. I remember when we used to know and be caring and giving. Now we see no more for robbing and killing you. Can't even talk outside to me neighbor, cause them are youths and them not have no same behavior. All them speeches so much call them a whore. Seems there's no love anymore. My baby, please come back. My baby, yeah. Please come back to the streets and the lanes. Please come back, my baby. Yes, I really miss your beautiful face. Yeah, well now, you see what I can know where I said please come back to the whole life, the polish in my Jamaica, you see. So while I call out the polish them name, I want them to just say, please come back. And when you say, oh baby, I fool the time now, see. Say please come back. Oh baby, please come back. Jamaica, yes, please come back. Trench Town, Jamaica, yes, please come back. Come on, 5 months where there's some killing there. Please come back. Yes, Poland, yeah. Every time, one love here. We are going to come nice stuff later, saying, hope to the TV track around. That's it, Joey.
Give him a big round of applause. That's one shot from Ezra. One song and then later on. Right about now, right about now, we're just going to bring in 2 more artists and that's it for this segment. And we're going to play some music, entertain. Right about now, Raw Deal. Raw Deal. The Humanity Divine Libertarian, headed by my friend, who has a dream of making it so that all of his fellow parishioners and his fellow Jamaican can have free from gangs and criminal activities and drugs and the whole 9 yards. Let's give David Williams a big round of applause for me. Humanity Divine Libertarian. Raw Deal. Give Raw Deal a big round of applause.
Blessed Portland. You know, give thanks and praises to the gathering, you see? You don't know, we just chop one thing right now, and then bigger more. We go on the real thing, you see me? Portland, you know, say a peace to the planet, love and unity, you know. And I run to the deep to the fullest part. From Kingston, yeah. Just give me a beautiful listening ears, alright? Let's get you ready for me then. Yeah, you can't give me a 1-2 like this. Yeah. They're gonna have something. Sit down. Don't want it too fast, neither. You see me? See me? How you are? It's all youths are rebellion. Babylon, them a think them living, dying in hell. Them a think them a know it, they got nothing to say. Youths are rebellion, a fist none of hey. I am being it in a eye treading in Ross and I burn up the wicked at them, corrupt and blind, lightning the sky, earth shook the sky. So your eyes, my eyes, just say yes. Burn out them a matter run and them craven, I burn that evil spirit, what them kneel to and pray. Lightning I say, burn them away. So Portland ghetto youths are rebel. Babylon them a think them living their dying in hell. Them a think them a know it, they got nothing to say. Youths are rebel, no living at them concrete say. Portland, youths are homeless for sure. Governments and MPIC, some still lying now. I see the youths in the street, they're so insecure. Every day another skull. I don't wanna see this no more. So when poverty arises, I hear my brother, my sister, my mother, I see the hungry in the block of their eyes, judgment arise, when the hungry man cries. Ghetto youths are rebellion. Babylon, them a think them living, dying in hell. Them a think them a know it, they got nothing to say. hear me I say, later on, we get the full effect. Blessed, up, running, quick.
Give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We're just giving you a taste of what is to come. We're going live, and that's why we're doing this just for Radio Land and the people of Jamaica. To let you all know that we care about each other, we love each other, and we can do this together. We can stop this. We must stop this, man. This madness, we must stop this. Right about now, we're going to present one more performer, and then we're going to have an interlude of music, and we're going to have party until we say when. Alright? So without further ado, I'm going to bring on my friend, Victor, the principal. Victor, the principal. Come on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a bouncer, record artist. Yes, I am.
Yes.
I love you, Portland. I love you.
Respect and manners. I'm sure Mr. Bloomfield and sorry about the country. Yeah, respect and manners. Yeah, it's a pleasure for me to, you know, respect the lovely lady. I mean, I say both be a Portland. I love the outlook. Because from them say peace and love and unity. And our governance. Solution, Springwater, big up on yourself, Raw Deal. Big up the whole buff there. Yeah, me I say, I love it. I swear, big up them lovely ladies there. All I would say peace and love where I represent, go so for me. Because here we go on. We don't understand how the country reached to this, you know. We don't understand how a mother send her little son go to school with him phone. And a man I see him on a bus with him phone. Take him phone, stab him and kick him off and kill him. So more you tell me for that Jamaica you want. Or we want a Jamaica peace and love and unity and protection for the youths then, because if we are kill the youths then we are kill the future, right? So here we go on, that one is a true story. You hear me I say drop it now? Turn it down, turn it down, turn it down, turn it down. More the people in here this, because that one is a true story. Rest in peace, you know, my friend will drop out. Pull it up again. Play it again. Tell me what do you get when you take another youth life? All you leave is just pain. And let the family be cry out. Fireworks you get paid. You cannot run away from your judgment day. Play my level. My friend see me with a phone and ask me our brother, me tell him is a galaxy. Him say him want buy one, so he must save some money. Plus him have a little car around taxi. Buy the phone, him call and WhatsApp me. The man happy like him just win the lottery. So him go run to trip in at the night and broke a stoplight and swear thing the cops see. What him do? Lift clutch and press gas fee. Down the road him break up and stop fee. Smarty will fan down the vehicle, him stop is a youth with bleach out and brown like Foxy. Him pick him up and start cruise and relax fee. Reach the destination in a proxy. Medley 5 minutes as him stop the man, took him round the car and rock the galaxy and kill him, oh God. Ooh, another mother cry out. Ooh, another innocent die out. Ooh, another broken dream. Him son just born, now him pass and gone. Left for me. Me wonder if when you kill a man you get a trophy. Our shopping spiritually full of grocery. Cause them a youth a kill people and gone celebrate. Too much dopey them make a not bossy. Say skin fi burn like a bread when you toast it. And blood fi run like Dunge River down a watch it. And when you looking at the situation and look closely, a friend a kill a friend mostly. And me say man a drop asleep like Dropsy. I be a heartless killing me not stop see. And them a youth a no care them a shot you when you wear in front of station make the cops see. A funeral post-mortem or topsy. Man a drop asleep like say them got dropsy. And you never have to kill the youth cause you don't take the phone and you don't take the taxi. God says ooh, another mother cry out. Ooh, another innocent die out. Ooh, I got a broken dream. And son just born now in past and gone tell me. Yeah. And when you take a innocent life, just tell me how do you sleep in your bed at night? You heartless and you cold, you kill for free and it's not right. But one day you shall pay the price for all those innocent lives. Oh, another mother cry. Love on the buff beer. Later on, we'll just burn it down and done. Big up on yourself, love on them. Big up every artist, big stone.
Better the principal. Give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We have two more speakers, and then we're going to hear some music. And then we're going to take it to start time. I'm going to bring back Reverend Michael Aiken. Reverend Aiken, you sir, I like your shirt. Look at this. Huh? The flag of Jamaica. This man is so proud of this country. And when I met him, he didn't hesitate. He didn't call me a con man. He didn't, you know, because some people saying, but how do you have both member of parliaments? No, something not right. No, sir, that man a con man. I got love in my heart for you. I don't want nothing for Portland, just to bring love to Portland.
Thank you, Claude. Could you put your hands together for Miguel Lorne? Are you in the house? Attorney at law and chairman of the UNIA. If you're nearby, come to the microphone right now. Brother Miguel Lorne, are you here? Come on, keep the applause going. Come on, clap your man. Are you here, Miguel? Come and bring greetings. Indeed, at this time, so shouting to the podium, to the microphone, attorney at law, Miguel Lorne. Give God a shout out. We welcome you to Buff Bay, sir. This is Buff Bay, Portland, Jamaica. In case you don't know where you're at, this is where we defended the thing. Yeah, right on the banks of the Spanish River. I read an old historical document that I found in my deceased father's office that says that right on the banks of the Spanish River, just down the road there, the British had to sit with Kojo and sign a treaty. People don't know that.
You mean Kojo from?
Yes, the same Kojo that you and I know.
Kojo from Maroon, from Akompong.
Yes, sir.
So the treaty was signed over here?
So I read in a thing written by some people, sir. Yes. Can you imagine?
Yes,
Buff Bay Big.
Yes,
and Big Buff Bay welcomes you, sir.
I'm honored.
Yes, indeed. God bless you.
Thank you. Right, the brother is saying that the treaty was signed over in this part here. In talking about peace, and as we try to find solution to the problems in Jamaica, and I know this concerns every single one of us. Most of us are parents, most of us are fathers, most of us are mothers. What I've been noticing, whenever I go to the family courts in Jamaica, the majority of the cases before the courts have to do with some form of sexuality. Over 50% in almost all the courts. Family court now, family court. The family court that deals with matters, the juveniles. And most of the cases, in some instances it's rape, some instances you're having sex with a girl who's under 16. In some instances the girl is pregnant and so on. Because if the young girl is pregnant and she goes to the hospital to register, and when she give her age, they insist on asking her who is the father of the child. And in most instances, she doesn't want to call the young man name. But then the hospital staff calls the police. And the police insists that she must tell the name. And shortly after, the young man is arrested. Despite the fact that she tells them she consented, she went to his home, the young man gets arrested and all sorts of problems occur. I say this because, and what I find, some of the mothers of the young man is blaming the girl. Very few mothers blame their sons. I'm saying this because some of the problems, if we face up to it and start to solve them at the young age, start to solve them in the infancy, then they won't grow into the big problems of gunman, murder, scamming, and all sorts of things. So we as parents, your child is coming home 10 o'clock at night. Where you coming from? Football. It's about no football match, no Manning Cup match, no the Costa Cup match now play 10 o'clock at night. And you follow it up. Sometimes when I'm representing youths, and I say to the parents, bring the last 3 school reports for me so that I can present it to the judge. Sometimes when they bring the reports, I can't dare present that to the judge. Because what is on the report? Teachers write, disruptive in class, does no work, absent most of the time. That is what is there. So you see the build-up. So the day when he's charged for having a gun in school is not an accident. Because if the parents and the teachers had nipped it in its bud from first form and insist that that child must be in class when he comes to school, he wouldn't reach the stage that the day when he comes with his bag and the security guard sees him put the bag in a tree, and when the guard go and check the bag, not even an exercise book is in the bag, but a gun is in the bag. These are the problems that we face. Each parent, you must have a mobile number for at least one of the teachers that teach your children. So you can call the teacher. Have you seen Johnny today? Did Johnny turn up today? Was Mary in school today? These seem like simple things, but you would be nipping the problem in the bud. Because you're going to be shocked when you hear they say, no, we haven't seen Johnny from morning. And that's where some of the problems start. The other day all the way over in Christiana, and some boys were before the court. And when the judge heard the guidance counselor and the deputy principal speak of the 3 youths, the judge says, all right, hold it. Let me send for the parents. And when the first mother came, she had on a dress that, brothers and sisters, it couldn't get no shorter. She had on a blouse that couldn't come no higher. And of course she totally bleached. And the hair was the Brazilian hair. So when the judge saw her, she was apologizing to the judge and said, Judge, I'm sorry to come to court dressed like this, but I was in the town shopping when they called me to come to court. The judge said, but you should not be dressing like that at any time at all. Much less you didn't have time to go home now to change, to come. So right away, the judge could understand why the child behaved like that. Because with a mother who is coming, I'm telling you, she didn't leave much to be desired. That is the type of example that this youth is seen at home. Then he goes to school and the principal speaks to him. The matter concerned a cell phone, and the principal said, you are not to have a cell phone on the compound. And he feels he must have his cell phone, not to make calls, but to go on the internet and to show the other students all sorts of things. So brothers and sisters, it's not enough for me to come and say, put down the gun, stop the scamming, and so on. That doesn't work. What we want is to start with some of the simple problems. Know your child. Take that school report seriously. Go and talk to the teacher. Attend the parent-teachers meeting. We can't keep saying we don't have time. It is vital. Relate to the teacher so that when your daughter gets pregnant, you don't have to box her down. You would see it coming and be able to say to her, I don't like such and such a movements. I had a case recently with a young man, and the judge gave him 6 months. He had other problems. And the judge begged him, the young man, don't come back here. The young man came out this Saturday. His mother came to me. I said, when he comes out, tell Biggie to come by me. I must find something for him to do. If it's him to rake the yard, run to the back of my office, tell him to come. 1 week passed, I don't see him nor the mother. Last week the mother came to me. Biggie's dead. He tried to rob the ex-soldier in half a tree and was shot and killed. What more can the judge do? What more can we all do? And the other co-confederate that he was charged with, and the judge put that one on probation, 3 years probation. Well, his mother came and told me that he committed the same act and he's now serving a sentence. The judge gave him 12 months this time, the other one. And the mother is saying to me, she wishes the judge had given him 4 years. Because at least during those 4 years, more than likely he will be alive. But if he comes out, he's going to do the same thing, and this time he might be dead. We're talking 16-year-old youths, you know. This is a mother talking like that, you know. In a society where no hope, that a mother is saying, instead of the judge giving him 1 year, she should have given him 4 years. We can't have a society like that. Because if our youths have no hope, if they don't value their lives, they ain't gonna value your life. They ain't gonna value their brother's life. They ain't gonna value their sister. So when they call her, come here girl, and she don't come, you want to box her down, kick her down, and all of that. These problems can be solved. A thing that I've always said is every human being, especially man, but every child that graduates should witness the birth of a child. We all here need to witness the birth of a child. If it is your queen, you need to be in that theater and watch that life comes out. And when you see all the grime and the slime and all of that that comes out, and in the midst of that you see life, you will appreciate it more. You will understand how you come, and you will think twice about killing your brother at the gambling table over $1. need to value that. When you see all that slime, and you say to yourself, boy, if that slime never touched my pants, I'm going to wash from now till next year. But we want to appreciate that life, and build and nurture that life, and care for that life. And then gradually, we will realize. So my brothers and sisters, let's start. I watched the little drummers here tonight. I was so impressed. So impressed. And some of them might have gone, but let's give them a big round of applause again. So impressed. You know, and they're on the right path. But let's start with the children. Gradually. Spot the problem. Don't ignore it. Conquer it. Solve it. And I guarantee you, you won't be dealing with the bigger problems later on. Give thanks, my brothers and sisters. Give thanks. And I will forever praise the name of the Most High. Jah Rastafari. Jah Rastafari. Jah Rastafari. Haile Selassie, now and forevermore. Give thanks.
Attorney at law. Yes. Miguel Lawn. Give him a big round of applause. A Portland round of applause. Last but by no means the least, Eru is going to bring some greetings. Come over here, my friend and check now. Eru Aishaka Musa Menelik.
Blessed love. It is indeed a pleasure to be here in Buff Bay, Portland. The lowest crime rate in the country. You must be doing something good. You love your brother as you love yourself. As the Bible says, no, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Such a powerful saying. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Powerful. So these are things sound simple, but very effective if we practice it. Yeah, man, I'm a student of the Honorable, the excellent Marcus Mosiah Garvey. This is why I wear the colors red, black, and green, representing the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, first prophet of Jamaica. When Marcus Garvey said, you must see God in your own image. You can't see a white image and say, that's your God. Your God must be in your image. And when you touch the Bible, you know, we have to balance the thing, you know. The Bible says, Genesis chapter 2 verse 13, say, the river that runs through the garden of Eden, runs through the land of Ethiopia. But you must make the connection, you know, people. Don't make no pastor tell you certain things. God give you the computer, you're the greatest computer, what them call brains. Greatest computer, because all computer when man have, and this make it brains. So you have to use it. So make a reason. God said, He's going to make man in his own image and likeness and place man in the Garden of Eden. Where the Garden of Eden there? There's a river running through the Garden of Eden which runs through the land of Ethiopia. I could use the brains now. God make man in his own image, put him in the Garden of Eden. A river runs through the Garden of Eden to water it, and that river runs through the land of Ethiopia. So the Garden of Eden then near Ethiopia, or is it Ethiopia? So we know Ethiopia and Africa. So if God did make man and put him inside it, and the man in Africa, so the man is an African. Ahai. And God make man in his own image and likeness. And the man there in Africa is an African man, so God what? Most African, you can't make no man tell you say God nah no color. God have the personality. God can invisible and God can visible. Call the same Bible say no. and send him son to earth to represent him on earth. So these are things, simple things, but we don't put our brain power to it and think on it for yourself, you know. The same Bible tells you say every man have to deal with his own salvation. No pastor now have to deal with your salvation. And you have to deal with your own salvation. So Portland, we just have to open up your eye and tell you say you have to use the computer. Don't make no man tell you things. You must know it for your own self. And whatever you do, you must remember the right excellent, the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. He's the one that pointed the way forward. Marcus Garvey said, if you have no confidence in self, you are twice defeated in the race of life. With confidence, you have won the race before you have even started. What a great thing. Marcus Garvey said, you never know yourself till your back is against the wall, and enough man are wise up now because them back against the wall. The Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey is such a great man. I could have talked about him whole night. But I know the time is short. But you will get me at other times. I will tell you, I'm also a justice of the peace. And I'm a magistrate in Halfway Tree Court. The first dreadlocks Rasta sit on the bench as a judge in Halfway Tree. You understand? So as Marcus Garvey said, with confidence, you can do anything. Believe in yourself. I believe in myself. And I've never had low self-esteem. I have always had high esteem. You understand? Because Majesty is Imperial Majesty. Emperor Haile Selassie has blessed I. And this is why I had to give up the Babylon name, and I'm called my Babylon name. I've been blessed. I am now Heru Aishaka Musa Menele. Give thanks. Blessed Lord.
Give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Now we have come to the end of this part of the ceremony. I want to thank the Honorable Ministers, Dr. Linvale Bloomfield, for taking time out from his busy schedule. But he said he could never miss this for the world. So Honorable Minister, thank you, sir. Thank you. And I also want to thank the Honorable Minister, MP, Member of Parliament, Darrell Vaz. When I called him and I said, Mr. Vaz, I have a dream that can bring Jamaica together, a dream that can make this beautiful country greater by exercising love, peace and unity. And we started right here in Portland, the greatest parish in Jamaica. Here greatness come from yourself. We're going to clap for yourself till later. Mr. Music, will you please Thank you, class. Thank you for being here. Eru, thank you.
Yes.
Miguel Moore, thank you. Thank you very much. Reverend Michael and Kim, thank you.
Yeah, and this is just I representing the Supreme Movement Sound. Man like DJ Dwayne Ricky, General Marshall, best of myself, see.